Welcome guys back to the channel. So this is the next build I'm gonna do. I've already built the RX71F00 HG1114. So I got this bus model, which is a 148 of the Gundam statue, movable statue in Yokohama. So they have actually a few models. So they have the HG version, the 100 version, the 148 version, but this is the 148 bus model, right? Um, so let's have a look what's inside. I got this from Facebook Marketplace. So this person brought it back from Japan. In order to save space, they actually removed and threw away all the bottom part of it. So that's why it only comes to the top. And so this is what is inside. Pieces are quite big, as you can see here, mainly because it's a 11448 model, and it also kind of like it's a kind of like an easy model, so that people who visit the place like the model, uh, the RX78 that's on display. They can actually buy various models to take home and assemble. So it's not a very difficult model. You can see most of the parts, like I said, is pretty big. The color separation on the pieces is also quite beautiful. They give you a base as well. Yeah, and I'm gonna start assembling this guy here. And then this is the manual that comes with it. Yeah, this is the guy, as I mentioned, who's in Yokohama. Well, they're taking them down in 2 months time, in March of this year. So inside you can see the entire construction of the guy, how to put him together, which is quite standard. Seems quite easy to do, right? So let's go ahead and start assembling this guy. Yeah, so I've started building it. Like I said, big part. So if you look at it, here's the main component of the body, right? So see how huge this part is. So as I was trying to explain just now, I think this kit is really aimed towards, people who are new to this hobby, so they make the parts that are quite big. Also notice, look at the shine on this red. So it's kind of like in a glossy, shined up plastic as well, which makes it a lot nicer, which is quite synonym with this RX78F00 kit. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna continue build, and I just wanted to show you, since I saw this big part and how it was, so that if you're a new beginner trying to determine if this kit is going to work for you, I think it will, because of, as I mentioned, big parts here, easy to put together, right? All right, so I've made up most of the part now. So you can see like the pieces are quite big. I just want to show you, it's quite fast to actually get it to this point. And the only thing I have with, parts like this looks beautiful, but when you cut them, even with a single blade nipper, right? And you try to file them, even with like a like a file like this, it doesn't clean very well, because again, they should have made this undergated, but then undergated would have made it a bit more difficult, may have made it a little bit more challenging for newbies to actually put this together. So yeah, that's the thing with having slightly nicer surfaces. You will notice that when it comes to sanding or cleaning the parts, it will be a little bit more difficult. That's why a lot of people don't really like the metallic coatings of Bandai unless they make it undergated, right? But yeah, it's still a very nice look at how beautiful this blue is. Yeah, so let's put the back together, and the pieces are a little bit tight, but just need a little bit of maneuvering, and it should get you in well. See, like this. Yeah, see, like this, it doesn't clean so well. Yeah, If anybody knows how to clean parts like this better, just leave us a message and it will be much appreciated, on how to clean, you know, painted, so-called painted plastic material. It's a bit hard to get in. I need to see, you need to kind of like hopefully push it in and everything works out, doesn't break or anything like that. See this part, not the best. Then here comes the top. See the top, if you notice, the Yokohama version has this part which is a little different from the original RX78's tools, which makes it the main difference, in my opinion, of the this Yokohama kit. Yeah, so let's try to get it in without breaking anything. You know, with this, when you start forcing, sometimes you got to be super careful, right? And when I'm on camera, I don't want to take too much time filming this. So anyway, sometimes you just need to angle it right and then push it in so that it fits. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Seems simple enough, right? So sometimes it's just the angle that you need to make sure you angle it well. And again, like I said, don't force it too much. If not, some of the parts, because these are big parts, right? When they're big parts, when you start forcing them and put pressure on them, sometimes it may actually break apart, since it's a big part, right? Not so bad when it comes to the smaller Gundam pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna take this off camera. I don't want to force it, but you can see. I'll come back to the camera again once I've fitted it in. There we go. See, after a little bit of maneuvering and pushing it in, yeah. So here you can see the body is kind of like almost done, right? Uh, uh, and again, very beautiful, nice finish on the plastic. Obviously with this gloss you'll get a little bit of fingerprints on it, so you need to kind of like clean it all off once you're done. But look at the beautiful chest piece of the head bust, or the body bust of the RX-F00. Was it RX78F00, I think it's called. That's the proper name. Sorry, RX78F00. I was right the first time. Apologies for that. So I'm going to stop here and continue the next day, but it's been an easy build, just that some of the parts you need to kind of like slowly push it in since it's a big piece. All right. Yeah, so I further inserted other parts like this yellow part here, the head portion here, the gun cannons here, this portion for the arms as well. So it can be fitted onto the base. This is the base this is the first part that you actually put together, and you can actually mount the guy on already. Yeah, so it's kind of like very close to done. I would say very quickly. Just need to pick the head, and this one has the arms and then the backpack, and then we are done. So this is progress for day one, if you like, and it has been very nice. This is a very new kit, obviously. The only thing that I said was the cleaning of the knobs, which will be difficult. All right, okay, continue then on the next video. Okay, so I actually finished building the whole bust. Just wanted to show you the parts. So that's the body, which we saw before. Then the head, right? This part where you put into the top is quite difficult to fit in, so you need to maneuver it and wiggle it a little bit. This part you can open up and put in the LED, which comes with the kit as well. Then you can look at the arms. So this bust comes with arms. So actually, if you think about it, what they did was, there is another kit which is the 148 scale of the RX78F00. They kind of like just took the top, if you like, right, to make this bust. Then this is the backpack, right? and that sits around here. So the next thing I'm going to do before I put it all together is actually to put on the decals. So if you bring on the manual, right at the back here, it gives you quite a number of decals to actually fit onto the guy. So that's what I'm going to do next. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm in the process of decaling. This is the original sticker that comes with it. Usually I use water slides, but since this came with a kit, it's not too bad actually. I put some of it on them. So if you look at it, I've started to learn that you should use tweezers to put this on. I've always been using like, you know, like a sharp object to actually dig it out and then put place on it. But I realized that using this is a lot easier and a lot faster as well. So like, so I'm looking for number 65. Yeah, where is 65? So once you locate it, some of them they are not like in sequence. Yeah, so 65 is at the bottom here. So just bend it a little bit like this. Make sure I have this very sharp tweezer, which is really useful when it comes to gunpla. If you buy those regular ones, they may not be thin enough, may not be strong enough, may not give you the grip that you want. So locate it down here. Yep, and then just slowly place and then push it down. The only thing we have to be very careful with this type of stickers is once you put it on, it's quite difficult to obviously take it out if you made a mistake. So just be kind of like very careful with it. So the next one, I have another one, 42 here that I need. And again, because it's also it's all white in color, right? So sometimes looking for it can be a challenge as well. So just slowly do it, you should be fine. Yeah, so this one really goes up here and just position it to follow the contour of the unit. So this hand actually has quite a lot of what do I say, decals if you like, and it makes it quite fulfilling and nice, right? Because generally with most Bandai kits you don't get many decals. So this one you do, which is obviously a plus for this kit if you like. Okay, so I'm just go ahead to continue, but I just want to show you some of the decals. Let's look at it. It's quite beautiful when you actually look at once the decals are placed, and it's because these are it's a glossy base, and they made the decal, if you look at it, very transparent. It's not a matte translucent type of decal, so when you apply, you hardly can see the borders. You can still see it, but obviously not as bad, if you like. Okay, so I finished putting the decals on. They actually look quite nice after everything is with, and there is actually quite a number of decals to be put on. So let's put the guy together. So the head just snaps in like this. The only thing that I find a little weird is you look at the neck, it's a little bit like naked, if you like. I was hoping it was go down a little bit more, but I tried to push it down and I checked other videos, it's correct. So let's put the hands together. See the beautiful decal here on the left arm, right? And then there were some extras, and well, I just put it in wherever I thought could have some extra decals. So this bus is quite unique in the sense that usually bus it's like a big head. So what, like I said, is there is a 148 scale RX78F00 that they just kind of like chop him and then made the bust for people who may not necessarily want to get the bust or don't really want to spend that sort of money for the bust. Sorry, for the 148. So here you go. And then let's bring the base and then just push him down. Yeah, there you go. Next, I'm gonna put the LED into the head part, and then he's more or less complete. Okay. Okay, with the LED that comes with it, it's like this, and then you just insert the battery. I'm using this 392 or LR41 watch batteries. Okay, that we have here. Just put it in, then you got to close it up, and then push it in. And then you got to screw this thing up in, right? I'm just going to manually screw it a little bit first, and then attempt to screw it later to secure it. But anyway, once you put the battery in, turn the switch or the on at the bottom. Here you can see there's an on switch, and then it's a blinking, kind of like a whitish blue hue to it. So I'm just going to turn it off, and then put the screw on, and then come back and then film the other part. Okay, when I insert him in, the LED in. Okay, so here's the LED, and I'm just going to insert it into the head. Thing is quite nifty, so you need to lift the thing at the top here, right, and then it will open up. Then you slid the LED into this position here, right, and then you just see it sits nicely in the thing, and then you just kind of like, this part is a little bit difficult sometimes, so just got to angle it on the top and then close the head up. Yeah, I had a little bit of problem putting the thing, so I'm just gonna try closing the head with off camera, so that I can enable it to be fit easily and quickly. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. So I managed to put the head back on, and I just put it to the head bus into the photo booth, just to show you how the guy is. You can see the eyes are lit up, and this top here, the red part, is also lit up because they are kind of like transparent pieces. So very beautiful. Let me bring him closer so you can see. Yeah, and just round with all the decals all done up on the guy. Makes it a very beautiful kit. Yeah, not sure you can see, but there's lots of decals here as well. And yeah, so it is a very beautiful kit, I would say. This RX78F00 has very nice finish, especially here with all the glossy blue parts, red parts, even the white part here is glossy, which is very different from most of the other kits, which is more of a most other kits are normal plastic kits, which means that they are not glossy. So this kit you don't really need to paint, but if you want, maybe when it gets a bit warmer here, I may start touching up a little bit, like like putting some chrome or silver parts here, gold parts in here. But all in all, the kit is already very, very nice. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have a chance to get this kit, this head bus, I would highly recommend it. Fitting wise, some parts are difficult, but overall it's a beautiful kit to have. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed this video.